are going to call the May 18th meeting to order. Roll call.
Carr. Here. Schmitz.
Here.
Miller. Here. Lawson.
Here.
Keeper.
Here. This time we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, and indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Okay, at this time, is there any board members who desire to add, delete, or separate any items of the consent agenda as proposed? No? I just need a motion to approve the meeting agenda as presented for the regular board meeting on May 18th, 2026.
So moved. Four.
Roll call?
Carr. Yes. Schmitz.
Yes.
Miller. Yes. Lawson.
Yes.
Keeper.
Yes, motion carries. I need a motion to approve the minutes of the regular board meeting held on April 20th, 2026. Move.
Support.
Roll call?
Carr. Yes. Schmitz.
Yes.
Miller. Yes. Lawson.
Yes.
Keeper.
Yes, motion carries. Are there any board members with correspondence at this time? No? Mr. Carroll? No? Mr. Samoa?
Yes, I received a notice of resignation from Teresa Torrio, the school psychologist.
Thank you. Will you continue recognizing our guests and visitors?
If you guys with us, thank you for being here. Could you please just introduce yourself? Yeah, please.
Right hand.
Amber Hansel, Isabella Crowley,
Mark Basic.
Molly Elby, Lily Wire, Lily Riddle,
Lily Eisel.
Harry Riddle, Ariana Wyrick,
Alexa, no.
Is that Frank? Lucas Burkholder.
Kristen Schmidt,
Dr. Dolores Swineford.
Jenny Conrad.
Brady Rupert.
Everyone, oh, there's a computer, it's like, who's behind Lucas? But, all right, awesome, thank you, everyone. We're gonna continue on now with Ms. Howell and the, ag classes, FFA kids.
Yes. Need them. Of course.
Hi, my name is Molly Elby. And I am Lila Riddle. And we are here today with several other FFA members to share our recent achievements. At the end of April, the 98th Ohio FFA State Convention took place in Columbus, where the numerous celebrations for the Evergreen FFA took place. The chapter had 6 members earn their Ohio FFA state degree and golden chain. This is the highest honor bestowed upon an FFA member from the Ohio FFA State Association. I would like to introduce and recognize our 2026 Evergreen recipients: Nate Emmons, Austin Gillen, Bella Griffith, Jalen Prater, Riley Stadenka, and myself. Aside from the 6 state degrees, Evergreen FFA earned a gold-rated chapter, being among the top 10% chapters in the state of Ohio, which hasn't been done in over 25 years. The chapter was also announced as the top 10 chapter in the Strengthening Agriculture Division, with the specialty events of the 2025 Elementary Ag Day, 2026 Middle School Ag Safety 101, and 2026 Speed Career Development Event Dating with the 8th graders. These events engaged all Evergreen elementary and middle school students and could not have been possible without the support of the entire district. The chapter will submit their chapter application this summer to the national level in hopes of receiving a national award.
The FFA had 3 members cross the stage at the convention for gold-rated officer books. These individuals included Kirsten Schroeder, Lily Eisel, and myself. FFA member Molly Elby was honored as a 4th place individual in poultry production proficiency for her project raising turkeys and chickens. It had been over 10 years since the last time Evergreen had an individual in a top 4 in any proficiency area. The chapter also recognized FFA alumni president Kayla Miller as she was selected as an Ohio FFA state honorary recipient. This is the highest award Ohio FFA can bestow on a community supporter. Throughout the convention, Evergreen FFA was excited to celebrate the end of former Evergreen student Taylor Johnson's year of service as the 2025-2026 Ohio FFA state treasurer.
The final achievement came from our 2026 American degree recipients: Jessica Campbell, Alex Fritsch, and Taylor Johnson. These three individuals have progressed to the national round of evaluations this summer and will be recognized on the national stage at the National FFA Convention in October.
Following the Ohio FFA Convention at the end of April, the chapter held its annual banquet on May 2nd. There were over 300 awards given out to members. The chapter also announced its 2026-2027 officers as follows: President Molly Elby, Vice President Lexi Johnson, Secretary Bella Brownlee, Treasurer myself, Reporter Lily Eisel, Sentinel Martin Paytag, and Historian Lily Wyrick. These individuals will lead the chapter over the course of the next year. I would like to thank the school board and administrators, as you have been an instrumental part in these members achieving these honors, for allowing members to compete in contests, conduct community engagement programs, and attend conferences, conventions, retreats, and camps. The members could not reach these monumental successes without these programs and your support. The members and I truly appreciate your continuous support for the FFA chapter here at Evergreen. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you very much. Nice work, Ms. Howell. All right, at this time, I need a motion for the members of the Evergreen Local Board of Education, Superintendent, Treasurer, and invited guests to go into an executive session for the following reasons.
Move.
To consider the employment of public employees, Ohio Revised Code 121.22. Hey, Rusty, move.
Move. Can't tell, Rick, go.
All right, roll call.
Carr? Yes. Smiths?
Yes.
Miller? Yes. Lawson?
Yes.
Keith?
Yes, motion carries. There will not be any action that comes out of this. We will continue on with the agenda. We will be leaving here to go to another area, so you guys can stay here. And then we will be back and proceed when we are completed. Okay, so we are back at 6:55. And we're gonna move into the consent. I'm sorry, we're gonna have Mr. Carroll go over the financial reports.
All right, thank you. Stack of reports that you have in front of you. The first page is our cash reconciliation that shows how we are balanced between our software and the banks. We are perfectly balanced as of the end of April. Second page is the financial summary that shows how we are currently appropriated. By the end of the year, we have to have all of these under 100%, so that way we are compliant with the state. Next report is our cash summary report that shows our fund balance and current encumbrances. The closer we get to the end of May, we will be working this number down. That way we don't have any outstanding POs. And then by the end of June, we really want that number to 0. That way at the start of fiscal year 27, we are starting from scratch. This first summary that shows the checks that we issued during the month of April. First report is the revenue and expenses for fiscal year 26 compared to fiscal year 25, and then how that lines up with our forecast. The end of April, we are 83% of the way through fiscal year 26. Second graph shows payroll and benefits broken down. We have spent 82% of our payroll budget and 84% of our benefits budget. And the last graph is our income tax. We collect our final income tax collection for fiscal year 26. This puts us up 8.3% compared to last year. A couple other items on the consent agenda. We did have 2 individuals specifically reach out to donate to our student assistance fund. One of them was $1,000 to just use as we see fit, whatever that looks like, as requests come in, which is great. Another individual who asked to pay off all of our lunch balances that were negative. So we thank both of those families for doing that. We do have a couple budget increases. One transfer that I want to highlight, the $9,990 from general fund to athletics. This is going back when we covered ticket costs for middle school and high school students. So that is the transfer to the athletic fund to make up for that. on the next agenda. So we received this, this week. But we did, receive, $2,500 from athletic boosters to help offset that cost. So we thank them for that. And that is all that I have.
Awesome. Any questions for Mr. Carroll on the reports? Okay, now we will jump into the financial agenda. It is recommended by Brian Carroll, treasurer, to approve the following financial items. To approve the April 2026 financial reports we just reviewed. To accept the following donations, $100 anonymous donation to the Student Assistance Fund, $1,000 from Christine Ethan Salisbury to the Student Assistance Fund, $1,150 from Brent Knopfinger to the Student Assistance Fund. Also, to approve the following transfers, appropriation modifications, and amend resources accordingly. An increase to the General Activity Elementary Fund for $10,000, increase to food services of $75,000, increase athletic fund of $70,000. A transfer of $1,103.12 from student assistance to food service, a transfer of $400 from student council to facility dog, a transfer of $4,585 from tournament to athletics, the transfer of $9,990 from general to the athletic, a transfer of $411.45 from student assistance to general, and a transfer of $32 from student council to the coffee cart. At this time, I just need a motion to approve the financial reports and other financial items.
So moved.
Support. Questions or discussion? Roll call?
Carr,
Yes.
Schmitz,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Lawson,
Yes.
Kiefer.
Yes, motion carries. Move on to the personnel. We need to offer the following teachers a one-year limited teaching contract effective with the start of the 26-27 school year. Brian Badenhop, Sarah Ludwig, Eric Cooper, Riley Lumbreezer, Tracy Green, Eleanor Shutter, Ryan Lamb, and Emily Turner. We need to offer the following teachers a 2-year limited teaching contract effective with the start of the 26-27 school year. Bryce Bailey, Amber Hansel, Michelle Paulson, Lindsay Skyron, Danielle Boger, Jennifer Huffman, Thomas Polachek, Sarah Freese, Martin Nichols, and Moira Ruplinger. We need to offer the following teachers a 3-year limited teaching contract effective with the start of the 26-27 school year. Caitlin Adamzak, Emily Loeffler, Dan Steele, Kelly Carmine, Katie Pierce, Jonathan Torrance, Alicia Ford, Aaron Schmidt, Chelsea Trupor, Anna Ford, Jeanette Setmeyer, and Melanie Yoder. We need to offer the following individuals a 1-year limited non-teaching, non-bargaining unit contract commencing on July 1st and ending June 30th for Tut Sutter, district nurse, and Cheyenne Harper for a one-on-one nurse. We need to offer the following individuals a non-teaching 1-year limited contract effective at the start of the 26-27 school year. Katie Daniels, Laura Gomel, Carolee Hartman, and Lydia Jones. We need to offer the following individuals a non-teaching continuing contract effective at the start of the 26-27 school year. Victoria Font, Matt Sager, and Jeffrey Utsi. We need to offer the following supplemental contracts for the 26-27 school year pending the completion of all pupil and activity permits. These are all athletic positions if you look those over real quick. We'll move on to offering the following supplemental contracts for the 26-27 school year pending the completion of any and all certifications and or licensures requirements. And these are all building related supplementals. Give you a second to look through those. We need to approve the following additional / extended days for the 26-27 school year for Ashley Ricker, high school secretary of 5 days, Sharon Lipinski, elementary guidance for 5 days, Lindsay Scourin, middle school guidance for 10 days, Amanda Brame, high school guidance for 20 days, Alexis Howell, vocational education for 30 days, and Amy Harmon, food service director for 15 days. We need to approve the classified and certified substitute list provided and maintained by the Northwest Ohio Educational Service Center throughout the 26-27 school year. Assignments will be made by the superintendent and or the superintendent's designee. We need to approve the substitute teacher and classified substitute reasonable assurance of employment list for school year 26-27. And we need to accept the resignation of Teresa Torrio, school psychologist effective July 31st, 2026. At this time, I just need a motion to approve the above listed personnel positions.
So moved. Support.
Thank you. Questions or discussion? Roll call?
Carr,
Yes.
Schmitz,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Lawson,
Yes.
Kiefer.
Yes, motion carries. We need a motion to approve Kyle Keller as head wrestling coach for the 26-27 year, pending the completion of all people activity permit requirement.
Support.
Questions, discussion? Roll call?
Carr,
Yes.
Schmitz,
Yes.
Miller. Yes. Lawson,
Yes.
Kiefer.
No, motion carries. We need a motion to offer Katrina Specht a 2-year limited teaching contract effective with the start of the 26-27 school year.
Move.
Support.
Questions or discussion? Roll call?
Yes.
Schmitz,
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Lawson,
Yes.
Kiefer.
Yes, motion carries. Need a motion to offer the following supplemental contract for the 26-27 school year pending the completion of any and all certifications and or licensure for Christy Schmidlin, District Mentor Coordinator.
We'll move.
Support.
Questions or discussion? Roll call?
Carr,
Yes.
Schmitz,
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Lawson,
Yes.
Kiefer.
Yes, motion carries. We need a motion to approve John Johnson III and Ella Samola as summer custodial workers as needed from June 1st, 2026 until August 31st, 2026. Compensation is set at the substitute rate at a maximum of 40 hours per week. The maintenance director will coordinate hours and make all work assignments.
So move.
Support.
Questions, discussion? Roll call?
Carr,
Yes.
Schmitz,
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Lawson,
Yes.
Kiefer.
Yes, motion carries. Move on to other business. We need a motion to set the cost of preschool tuition at $1,000 for the 26-27 school year. Provide a discounted price of $950 for families utilizing a one-time payment and a late payment fee of $50. The 25-26 school year was also $1,000.
Move.
Support.
Questions, discussion? Roll call?
Carr,
Yes.
Schmitz,
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Lawson,
Yes.
Kiefer.
Yes, motion carries. Need a motion to approve an overnight trip for the high school volleyball team to attend volleyball camp at Hillsdale College. Students will depart on June 16th, 2026 and return on June 18th, 2026. Students will stay in dorms on campus. Coach Kelsey Wolf will be the trip supervisor and parents will transport students to the camp. The cost of the trip will be covered by the students and the program.
Move. Support.
Questions, discussion? Roll call?
Carr,
Yes.
Schmitz,
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Lawson,
Yes.
Kiefer.
Yes, motion carries. We need a motion to approve an overnight trip for the high school cross-country team to attend camp at Somerset Beach and Campground in Somerset Center, Michigan. Students will depart on August 7th, 2026 and return on August 9th, 2026. Coach Justin Liu will be the trip supervisor and parents will transport student athletes to the camp. The cost of the trip will be covered by the students and the program.
So move.
Support.
Questions, discussion? Roll call?
Carr,
Yes.
Schmitz,
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Lawson,
Yes.
Kiefer.
Yes, motion carries. We need a motion to approve an agreement with the Northwest Ohio Educational Service Center to cooperatively participate in special education services for fiscal year 26-27 at an estimated cost of $1,047,911.50. The board and Northwest Ohio Educational Service Center agreed that $978,804.63 of this amount shall be pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 3313.845, where applicable law, by having this amount deducted from the board state foundation payment, with any remaining balance being invoiced and paid directly to the Northwest Ohio Educational Service Center.
Move.
Support.
Questions or discussion? Roll call?
Carr,
Yes.
Schmitz,
Yes.
Miller.
Yes.
Lawson,
Yes.
Kiefer.
Yes, motion carries. We need a motion to accept an educational agreement with the Northwest Ohio Juvenile Detention Training and Rehabilitation Center for educational purposes for students during any period of detention at a cost of $91 per day of instruction, and that is on weekdays, effective July 1st, 2026 through June 30th, 2027. Please also note that last year, the cost of the service was $91 per day.
So move.
Support.
Questions or discussion? Roll call?
Carr,
Yes.
Schmitz,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Mossing,
Yes.
Heber.
Yes, motion carries. All right, we need a motion to approve a resolution declaring it necessary to renew a school district income tax and requesting certification of alternative tax rates. Whereas the Board of Education of the Evergreen Local School District currently imposes a 0.25% traditional income tax that expires on December 31st, 2027. And whereas a resolution declaring the necessity to raise additional school district revenue must be adopted and certified to the tax commissioner for the state of Ohio in order to permit the board to consider the renewal of an income tax and to preserve the right to submit and the question of levying such a renewal income tax to the electors of the school district at the election to be held November 3rd, 2026. Now therefore, it be resolved by the Board of Education that it is found and determined that all formal action of this Board of Education concerning or related to the adoption of this resolution was adopted in an open meeting of this board. And all deliberations of this board that resulted in such formal actions were adopted in meetings open to the public in compliance with all applicable requirements of the Ohio Revised Code.
So moved.
Or questions or discussion? Roll call?
Carr,
Yes.
Schmitz,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Mossing,
Yes.
Heber.
Yes, motion carries. At this time, Mr. Simola, would you take over a discussion and information?
Yes, we know the 0.25% levy renewal that was on in May did not pass. You just took the next step to get it back on the ballot for November. That for operating expenses. And I would assume we would like to establish a levy committee going forward so we get more information out to the community, so we will work on that. And then for information purposes, Christy Williams, currently a 2-hour cook at the high school, middle school, will be the head cook, an 8-hour position for the next school.
Perfect, thank you. Mr. Frank?
All right, first off, the teachers have been collaborating with Mrs. Lipinski, our school counselor, and myself, and we've been working hard on making the class list for next year. They're pretty much finalized, and students will actually be receiving a letter on the last day of school this year that they'll leave on the last day with an envelope. And that will give them, there's a letter inside, and then we'll give them their placement for next year, so they'll know on the last day of leaving who they'll have for the following year. And so that's a change for this year. Parents will be notified on Parent Square the night before, just a reminder to check the kids' folders on the last day. I know that's been something that people have always been wondering when they'll get their teacher for the next school year, so that's takes away the guessing game a little bit. So that's one change we're making. DES also recently received a banner from Ohio Department of Education and Workforce in recognition of our 5-star rating for the 2025 ratings that came out for schools. So this was for last school year. So I just wanted to give a shout out and credit to the teachers for a job well done. So that's obviously very exciting. I was doing a little bit of research, and another school district had an article about getting a 5-star rating, and in their article it said only 8% of Ohio schools, school buildings earned a 5-star rating for 2025. So that speaks volumes for our staff. So shout out to the teachers there. I also wanted to give a shout out to Alexis Howell and the FFA students. They put on an awesome Ag Day, as we all know and saw today. They do a phenomenal job. The students are great and interacted well with the kids at the elementary. A lot of the younger kids were really enjoying getting to climb into the tractors and see all those things firsthand, because not everyone has had that experience before. And there are a few horns honking from the semis and all that. So thank you for that. I also want to give a shout out to Mrs. Setmeyer, Mr. Torrance, and Mr. Polacek. For any of you who were able to make it, I know a few of you were there. We had a talent show at the elementary school that was really cool. It was just a wide variety of acts. There were different things from singing, magic tricks, baton twirling, piano, martial arts, roping, lots of different things. And I wanted to congratulate our winners, Declan Hassan and Wyatt Smith. they did a drum and guitar ensemble, so that was really cool. A lot of the kids were super brave and put themselves out there, did a great job. And then on the back, I just have upcoming events. This week, we have Right to Read Week. Preschool's doing a Mom's Day this week. Friday's Field Day, so that's always a big day. Mr. Polachek organizes that stuff perfectly. And then fourth graders are looking forward to come see Big Bad Mr. Burkholder at the middle school here. They're gonna do a tour at the middle school. Going to the zoo, Mud Hens, and fourth grade will have their final walkout and their awards on the last day. So a lot of fun, exciting things here at the end of the year. Any questions?
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So it brought to my attention this week, I know you and I have chatted a little bit about it, mentioned to these guys. So the side road to the east here, the football field going down that way. We put maybe some cones up during the recess hour. I know we talked to Mr. Yutzi. And if we get the cones for you, and then he can just pull them back off. I don't know how soon we want to get this started. If they want to be next school year, or we want to do it the next
Yeah,
couple
just
of
the
weeks.
safety concern of some cars have been driving back on that side road. Back behind the school during recess hours, so Mr. Yutzi's done a nice job of kind of flagging people down and stopping them, and saying, hey, please don't come back here during school hours, and so I think that would be a good way to at least
Slow them
keep
down.
them out of there while the kids are outside.
I think on the south end would be where the football, where the stone would come in, you know what I mean,
Right.
as far back in the grass as we can come.
Yeah,
That way they can jolt back up to the
They
west.
do that in the fall for soccer Sundays, and it works very effectively. People stay out of those areas for the most part. It's
yeah, I think that'd be an easy fix with some cones and,
Okay,
okay,
thank you.
thank you.
Perfect, thank you, Mr. Frank. Mr. Burkholder.
Good evening. We are the end of the school year, so we have our last People's Champs of the year for our building. I want to recognize Miriam Hernandez and Dawn Hill as our two representatives. Miriam's a veteran teacher of our district, but she's part of our fifth grade team. She's done a great job, kind of innovating in the classroom and really honing her skills in as a fifth grade math teacher. And her state scores reflected this year, so kudos to her. She's got some results to show that. Dawn is a para in our building. She's been again in the district for a while now. And she is one of like the leaders of my para group. She helps the younger paras that come in and really shows them how the role is meant to be done. So kudos to both of them for getting recognition at the end of the year from their staff members. I do want to give a special shout out to Miss Scouron. She's in her third year now in our building, and so it's her third year as counselor, being our testing coordinator as well. We're through state testing. We had some unique situations this year with kids, like you do some years as far as getting the testing in based on health needs and whatnot. She does an amazing job coordinating all the teachers and all the families and getting everything done for us. So shout out to Mrs. Scouron for her hard work. We did finish up the Amazing Shake competition finally. I know it's a big, long competition, and we got through the final round, which was just the late afternoon show. The final three kids performed. A lot of fun. All our student body gets to watch that. Three contestants did a great job as far as, you know, they're under a lot of pressure. They're in front of the entire student body. They're performing a number of different skits out there, or I should say sessions when they're out there. Our champion this year is Kylie Mans. So she's our third ever champion, and obviously she'll get a chance to represent us next year. She chooses to go down to nationals like our first good one. Special shout out then to our eighth graders who were the finalists the year before. They helped facilitate the final show. They've actually helped throughout the entire year. Very lucky the group of kids we've had, because they do a great job throughout the year, and then putting on the final show. I've been told that this year's commercials were the best we've ever had. So, and they helped with those skits on. We had the month of May, 2 concerts. We had a middle school, high school collaboration concert for band, which was really neat to see this year. The kids did a great job. In this case, Mr. Cooper, Mr. Shearman, of course, they lead the kids and then they get the kids excited about band. I thought the collaboration at the end was very cool this year. If you were there to see that, they played Hang On Sloopy, got the Ohio State fans excited for the show. So that was a cool band concert to see. And then Mr. Rosen led a choir concert on the 11th. Those kids, number of kids did solos. Again, you couldn't get me up there singing, so they did an amazing job. Great job at both those groups. We have a lot going the last week and a half of school yet here. So you see all those at the bottom. 6th grade camp, we've got a 5th grade field day coming up. Row character awards, all A's breakfast, 2 field trips between the 7th and the 8th grade, and end of year dance. On top of the fact that NJHS will bring in all their new, I believe we're going to have more than normal. number of kids getting introduced this year, so that's a good thing as well. So, any questions?
I don't think so.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Burkholder. Mr. Roofer.
Good evening. Again, I feel bad coming up. They got field trips, fun stuff, and we have semester exams at the high school. We had graduation yesterday. We survived. I think it went very well. And then tomorrow is our Fort County Career Center Senior Recognition Day. So me and Mr. Small and Mrs. Brain will be out there recognizing those seniors. Clear back on May 1st, we had our final Future Friday. We had to cancel some events due to weather. But we were flexible some, and we went out to different retirement homes, metro parks. Feedback I got was really good. There was actually somebody from Kingston emailed us just congratulating our kids, how well they were with the residents and invited us back. So lots of positive feedback with that. April 22nd, we recognized the two ladies that run the building, Ashley Ricker and Cindy Pinkelman, for Secretary's Day. They do an awesome job, keep me in line and keep the building running smoothly. We also recognize teachers on May 4th through the 8th for Teacher Appreciation Week. I do want to recognize Brogan Eisel, Logan Smith, Cohen Myers, and Josh Lazenby. They completed our first year a pre-apprenticeship program through Fulton County Ohio Means Jobs. So they got a certificate, went through. I thought it was pretty valuable. Throughout the year, they would go to classes and just preparing them for the real world. Had some job site visits and just different things. So I'm looking to expand on that in the years to come. And like the other two principals said, we had band concerts, art shows, choir concerts, academic awards. So I do want to note, we have exams on May 27th and 28th. If kids are exempt, they have to get it signed off for each period, and then parents have to sign it off. So that way we have record of who's coming and who's going on those exams. So if they have all A's, good attendance, no behaviors, and they met their projections for state test scores, they don't have to come in for those exams. So parents will get those letters, they'll have to sign off to make it excused. So, any questions?
On the bottom of yours here with the attendance, are we gonna send a note home to the parents?
And the state rules on
Yes.
that, I know Mr. Small is gonna address.
You're gonna address that? Okay, all right.
Thank you, Mr. Roofer. Thank you. Mrs. Schmidlin.
Hello. Right, well, just want to keep you updated for preschool. We did have our annual early childhood screener that was held on March 30th. So from that screener, our goal is to, I guess, identify students that through that child find process, if there's any special needs that they might benefit from services and supports. We had that screener and we did have some students come through that we are now conducting play-based evaluations for. We also pull our typical peers from that process, so we have established our rosters for next year. The deadline for that first round is June 1st. From there, we will move down to second rounds if needed, but we have 3 classrooms with 8 typical peers per class. So just to give you a little background on how that process works. It is ongoing, so if we're aware of any kids in the community that maybe missed it or didn't get the information, they can always give me a call and I can get a screener scheduled. I'd also like to thank MVP. They will be funding our spa day that we have scheduled for Wednesday. So we're having Green Bubble Gorgeous come in and they're having, I think they're making slime. So there's some materials that they're gonna be provided and they're also providing milk and cookies. So thank you to MVP for that. And then moving on, I did include some data from our special ed profile that we get from the state each year. If you can see, I just find this data to be interesting as we compare our percentage of students with disabilities to Ohio, as well as how our disability categories are distributed. So you can see that information there. And also, I believe I reported on this from last report that I provided, but you can see the breakdown. We did meet all areas that are data driven and rated throughout the state on that report card. And it never fails. The next for this coming year is due any day now, so I'll probably get it tomorrow. That's just how it seems to work. So that is our report card so far. And then one more thing to report, I did get notice that we will be in the Ohio Department of Education Special Education Desk Review. As part of this Ohio system, it's a general supervision from the Office for Exceptional Children. It develops a comprehensive monitoring system to make sure that we are continuously improving and, kind of staying up to date and making sure we're doing what we need to be doing. So we are going to be in cohort 1A coming this school year. I'm just trying to read up on what this all entails, and I have some contacts for that, but there will definitely be the need to establish a team for that. There are gonna be some documents we have to submit, and it is an ongoing 6-year process, so that's something to come. So I look forward to that. That's all I have for you. Any questions for me?
I don't think so.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Smola.
I had two items I wanted to share, and the first one was about the FFA and the students kind of stole my thunder with everything I said. I went down to the state convention for the first time. Really impressive. Our students represented us well, were acknowledged multiple times. And talked about, the awards they were given, but I didn't really realize how massive of an event that is with over 10,000 people and. Taylor Johnson, our graduate, up on the stage, helping to lead that. It was very impressive. So our program does an excellent job. It was great to go down there and see them and support the kids. So awesome. So thank you to our students and everything they put into that, and Alexis for the great work. And I know she goes above and beyond all the time to make that program excel. Other one is a little less exciting, which is the changes in student attendance for the next school year based on House Bill 96. Now there's really no exemptions for doctor's notes or any medical excuses. The time you are out all counts towards you being absent chronically or habitually. So there used to be X amount of days or hours that counted, but then doctor's notes didn't factor into that. That is taken away, so all the time you're out. So if you have a doctor's note and you miss, you're out in the morning, we need you to get back to school instead of, it doesn't cover you for the whole day. So we sent that out in the last district update. We'll send it again at the end of the school year. The new policy will go in each building handbook, and then we will send it out again in the fall before we come back to make sure families understand that, because it is a big change where doctor's notes do not excuse you from your total. So
Is that total changing or is that staying the same?
staying the same,
Okay.
but you will get there faster
Correct.
with doctor's notes. So any other questions on that? Other than that, we're wrapping up the school year and getting ready for summer projects. So I talked about them at the last meeting. So any questions about any items? Thank you.
I think so. Thank you, Mr. Smola. Are there any board members with questions and concerns? No? All right, then I need a motion to adjourn the May 18th, 2026 regular meeting of the Evergreen Local Board of Education.
So moved.
Support.
Roll call?
Barb.
Yes.
Mitz.
Yes.
Miller. Yes.
Austin.
Yes.
Keeper.
Yes, motion carried.